Hey guys, I'm registered dietitian Jen Broxterman. In today's video, we're picking up right where we left off and we're gonna talk about the 15 health tips that the experts actually agree on, even though there is a ton of fighting out there on the internet that is contributing to great long-term health and happiness. Now, if you missed part one, you can go back and catch it here. Otherwise, let's dive into part two. Tip number 6, drink enough water. Staying hydrated is critical to your energy levels. It's so important for the health of our filtration system, like our kidneys and our liver. And again, it's just gonna make you feel really awesome when you're well hydrated throughout the day. So people I find fall in one of two camps. They are either awesome at this or terrible. Not a lot of people tend to sit right in the middle. So if you're someone that struggles with your water intake, here's a couple quick tips to make it a bit easier. Maybe you need to change what container you drink out of. Maybe invest in a new water bottle. Maybe you don't like water bottles and you do better with an actual open glass water glass. Think about making it convenient, accessible, and think about your preference to water. Do you like it cold? Do you like it room temperature? Do you like it frozen with ice in it? Do you like it sparkling with some bubbles? Find what works for you and just make sure you're well hydrated through the day. Number 7 is to feed your gut bacteria. And one of their favorite foods are high fiber foods, so plant-based foods like vegetables and fruits, nuts and seeds, beans, lentils, legumes, but also fermented foods. So we might add some sauerkraut, for example, or kimchi into the diet. Our bacteria are so important. So some little known facts about the GI health, the gut bacteria, they make vitamins for us. So did you know that our GI tract actually produces vitamin K? But it's the bacteria inside of us that are responsible for that. They also play a really big role in appetite control and weight management. So people with really diverse and healthy bacterial cultures have an easier time staying lean. And when they study swab the insides of someone that struggles more with their weight and obesity, often their balance of bacteria is out of whack due to a lower fiber and fermented food intake. So this is a great way to take awesome care of the critters that are inside of us that then go back and take care of us. Number 8 is eat adequate protein. Why is protein such a superstar macronutrient? It has the highest exchange of energy to break it down for us to extract calories. So to give you a perspective, about 40% of the calories in protein get wasted just in the process of breaking protein down to extract the nutrition from a high protein food. Whereas carbohydrates, only about 5 to 10% of the calories in a carb are used up in the digestion process to extract the nutrition. And in fats, it's more like 1 to 3%. So protein is incredibly satiating. It fills us up, it makes us feel full. We burn a lot of calories just trying to break protein down. And then of course it becomes the physical building blocks of us, right? It's not only our muscles, but it's our hair, it's our fingernails, it's part of our organs, it's part of our cell structure. So protein, definitely a superstar piece of nutrition advice. Number 9 is to get regular exercise. We want to see people moving in all different ways and shapes that, of course, they enjoy and are sustainable. Ideally, we want a balance of strength training at least a few times a week, something that's going to challenge your muscles. We want something that's good for the heart, some cardiovascular training, and then we want some flexibility and stretching rolled into the mix. What we don't want is that polarization of only doing one category, so mix it up. Throw all different components in and just make sure it's something that you enjoy, that's gonna be safe and injury-free, and something that you can see yourself doing for the long run. It's also okay to mix it up. Maybe for one time you played a lot of sports. Now you're into rock climbing or CrossFit or lifting weights at the gym or doing hot yoga. It's totally fine to be in different stages and seasons of life and make exercise fun as you evolve as a person. Number 10, short and sweet, don't smoke. There is really no benefit to that habit. And if that is something that you're engaged in, doing what you can to first reduce and then cut yourself off, your lungs will actually start to heal themselves the longer and longer time they've had without the carcinogens of cigarettes. So if you're a non-smoker, don't start. If you're a smoker, do what you can to quit and get support in making that as easy as possible on yourself. All right, guys, 10 tips down, only 5 more to go. Coming up in part 3 is our final 5 tips that the experts agree connect to a long and healthy life. And number 13 is actually my favorite on this list. It is the dark horse that outpaces nutrition, exercise, and even habits like not smoking that is correlated with a long and healthy life. So let's jump into part number 3.